I'm really glad that you stopped by tonight. This is something special here tonight, isn't it? Yeah, it's one of my favorite private spots to quiet down and, well, just soak in all that God has put together here. It's pretty stunning, isn't it? And it got me to thinking tonight, you ever notice how life rarely follows the schedule that we make for it? I mean, interruptions will show up, plans change, and people appear at the most inconvenient times, kind of like a phone call just when you sit down to eat dinner. And sometimes those interruptions turn out to be the very moments that God had planned all along. We just didn't know it. You know, I once heard about a pastor who described grace in a way that, well, it really stuck with me. He said grace was like an imaginary assistant that he had in his office. Mind you, Grace would let the strangest people walk right through the door while he was busy. Grace would also allow phone calls to come through that he would have preferred to handle on another day. Grace would rearrange his schedule when he thought he had everything planned out. Some days he admitted he wished Grace would just leave the office alone altogether. But then he realized something. Grace had a way of turning interruptions into holy moments. Grace had a way of covering mistakes. Grace even had a way of helping him see people the way God sees them. The Bible tells us to clothe ourselves with humility, not because humility makes us look good, but because humility makes room for grace. When we live with pride, well, life becomes about protecting our plans and, well, of course, our image. But when we live with grace, well, interruptions, they become opportunities. Mistakes, they become lessons. And people become more important than our schedules. Now, I got a prayer for us tonight in this beautiful surroundings. Lord, help me live with grace instead of pride. Teach me to see interruptions as opportunities to show kindness and humility. Let your grace shape the way I treat others every day. Amen. Now, I hope you don't mind. I chose our reading tonight from 1 Peter. It says, "Clothe yourselves with humility toward one another, because God opposes the proud, but he shows favor to the humble." Now, I want to leave you tonight in this quiet all around us with one thought. Sometimes the very moment that we wish hadn't happened, sometimes the moment grace begins to work. Think about that. Well, looking around tonight, there isn't much more I can add to this wonderful space. If tomorrow brings an interruption in your busy life that you didn't expect, don't knock it. Maybe it's grace knocking at the door. Until next time, may peace be with you, my friend.